Okay, so for the first palette we're gonna go through, these are my setting sprays, primers, and all that, because for me I normally use like setting sprays as my base. Like sometimes if I want for a more long lasting look, I use them underneath and on top of my makeup. And there's just some other kind of primers, whether they're eyeshadow primers or stuff like that. Okay, so the first product I'm gonna be keeping is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I really do like this setting spray, plus I'm almost like halfway through with it, and yeah, and it's a really good setting spray and an affordable one as well, so we're keeping that. Next is the Mario Badescu Facial Spray. I really do like this, both as a, kind of priming base and a setting spray, and definitely keeping that. This Magic Lumi by L'Oreal illuminating primer thing. I don't know if it's still working anyways. I mean, it still has products and it's very illuminating, but I don't know, I feel like it's kind of old. I do like this. That's the thing. Like, I really do like it, and I love using it as a liquid highlighter. But I don't know if it's like still, if it's okay to keep. I think I'm just gonna keep that for now. Next, we've got this e.l.f. Primer Mist, Aqua Primer Mist. I like this. I just hate the spray on it. Like, I don't know. I'll try to show you. Can you see? Like, can you see how aggressive it is? And like, oh, it's very annoying because of that. So I'm most probably gonna try to like put it in another package, or like try to change the the nozzle on it, because it's just very annoying. But I'm keeping it anyways because I do really like it as a primer. It's like more of a refreshing kind of product than a primer for me. This is an eyeshadow primer, which is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I do really like it, but for some reason, like lately, it hasn't been working as best as it should be. I don't know, it's kind of like weird. Like, the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot is actually working better than the Urban Decay Primer Potion for me right now. So I don't even know what's going on with this, but I do love both of these, so I'm definitely keeping. Especially since they are the only eyeshadow primers that I have, so I pretty much have to keep this. This is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I like this. At the beginning, when I first got it, I didn't like it at all. I did not feel like it did anything. But yeah, I've been using it a lot lately, and it's really good, so it's keeping. I feel like this entire like area here is gonna be on the keep side, because most of these products are new and I've been really liking lately, so yeah, just saying. This is just the NYX Dewy Skin bottle that I just have my own like spray, kind of setting spray mixture in there. So I'm definitely keeping that because I keep on like filling it up with my DIY setting spray every now and then. And I really like it. And I also like to keep this in my bag because it's very refreshing, so I'm keeping that. The Milani Make It Last setting spray is absolutely incredible. Definitely keeping. Of course, MAC Fix Plus. Plus, I just got this bottle, as you can tell. I just got this bottle. I'm already like this much through. I don't even understand what's going on, but I love it so much as like everything. I just got this NYX Glitter Primer Glitter Glue. Oh my god, look at the packaging. The packaging is giving me life right now. I love that. Oh, pretty. I just got this, and I'm just experimenting with it these past few days, and I really do like it. So definitely keeping, because it's also the only glitter glue I have. And this you've probably seen in my videos lately, and this is my facial serum. I kind of use it as a primer or like a hydrating serum kind of thing. I'm definitely keeping that because I really like it. So yeah. So these are the first products that I'm going to be keeping, and let's move on to the next. Okay, for the next products are going to be my powders, my face powders. And first thing we have here, I have both of the e.l.f. powders. I think that this is the old packaging and this is the newer packaging. This is the newest one, and this I'm almost out of it. I'll try to show you. Wait. I'll try to show you. Like, it's almost gone. So I don't know, I'm just gonna get rid of it because I mean it's almost gone anyways, and it's such a bulky packaging that yeah, so getting rid of that. Definitely keeping this because I just got this summer, as I said, and I've been using it a lot, as you can probably tell by my videos. This is keep. The Coty Airspun. I also just got this summer, and it's huge. Like, has a lot of product. It's like filled to the top. Like, it sometimes gets really hard to like get product out of it because of how packed it is. I'm not complaining. This is gonna last me a really long time. So yeah. I've got the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. For some reason, I haven't been liking this as much as I thought I did. And I don't like how it could sometimes have some glitter. I don't know if you're probably not going to be able to tell. So I'm also going to give this away. Okay, so the next one is pretty insane. These are all my palettes. I'm just going to lay them out for you and then we'll get started. Okay, as you could probably tell, I've got a lot of palettes. There's this one right there. There's all these palettes. First, let's just start off by the Naked 3 palette. Of course, I'm definitely going to be keeping that because it's definitely one of my favorite. Like, this is the first ever high-end palette I ever got. And I love everything about it. I just haven't been using it as much as I should, but I'm definitely keeping it because I love it anyways. Next is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And you probably also know how this one looks like. It looks like that. Very pretty. As you can tell, I've been using it. I've used it a lot. I haven't been using it this summer because I actually left it here. And that's why I wasn't able to use it. But I'm definitely going to be using it a lot lately. So keeping that. My original Tartelette palette. You can tell. It's like all matte. It's an all matte shadow palette. I really like this palette a lot for, you know, having the all matte kind of shades for whatever look I kind of need. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Let's move on to the YSL thing. I don't even know what that means. The Pure Chromatic eyeshadow quad thing. Oh my god, I dislike this so much. I've tried so many times to, you know, work with it and I failed. Yeah, when I was watching the shadows, they look pigmented, but for some reason, whenever I try to like use them on my eyes, they just, no, they do not work whatsoever. I don't know, I don't like them. I don't like it at all. So definitely giving this one away. Move on to these two palettes since they are kind of almost the same shape thing. An old H&M eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely gonna give this away because I don't use this anymore. Like, I tried many times and I just don't anymore, and not gonna use it. I know that. This Catrice Cosmetics Absolute Nude eyeshadow. I've had this for a very long time. As you can tell, I love this shade a lot. I want to keep it, but it kind of reminds me of the Naked 3 palette. Like, some shades are kind of somewhat similar, and also I know I'm not gonna be using it anytime soon, as much as I love this shade, but yeah, and it's an all shimmer palette, so definitely not into that. Let's move on to these two Wet n Wild colorful palettes. I'm definitely gonna keep both of them because I like having the variety of colorful shadows. I like that this is all matte and this kind of has some shimmery ones. They're not extremely shimmery, but you know, kind of have some shimmer to them. But they're very pretty palettes and they're useful. They're pretty useful, and as you can tell, this one has an orange and a purple, this one doesn't, so it's kind of work together, and this one has a very like actual clean kind of color, and this one, I don't know what that is, but yeah. And it's very pigmented, it's really pretty as well. And yes, so I'm definitely going to keep both of these because it's good to have colorful eyeshadow palettes, you know. Moving on to the Too Faced Love palette. I dislike this so much, even though the shades are beautiful. I'm in love with this shade, and like I love this area right there. Some shades in the green. Oh my god, this one swatches absolutely amazing. Like, come on. It looks very, very pretty. And also, so does this. But I just, yeah. It's not a palette I reach for. I've tried many times to work with it. The problem is it's an all shimmer palette. All of these shades are shimmery, except for maybe this. But all of these shades are shimmery. I just dislike this so much, so I'm definitely going to give this away to someone. Moving on to the Maybelline the Blush Nudes palette. This is I feel like this is a dupe of the Naked 3 because it has a lot of similar shades. I've been trying. I tried to work with this many times, and it's just not pigmented enough. It's not really showing up. It's not really doing much. Like, only good shade in this palette is this one, which is exactly identical to the one in the Naked 3. Ugh, I don't like this at all. It's kind of patchy. It doesn't blend well. It's not even pigmented enough, so I just don't like this. We're gonna move on to this one. This is the Elizabeth Arden. I don't even know like how old this palette is, but I'm definitely not gonna keep it because, as you can tell, it's destroyed. It's very, very, very old. I'm gonna throw this away because I don't feel like I could give this to anyone, especially with the, you know, with how it looks. So yeah, the e.l.f. palette. I just got this. This is the Matte for Matte palette, the first one, the original one, and I really do like it. They're not extremely pigmented, but they're there. I feel like you get a very natural looking eyeshadow look with it, or you could use it for like, because it's an all matte shadow palette, so it is very handy. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This is an LA Colors Bold Eyes eyeshadow thing, and I really love this shade a lot. So you can tell it's like not even there anymore. It was the transition shade. I used to use these two as my transition shades, but other than that, I don't like this palette at all, and it's pretty old, and I don't think anyone's gonna like receiving this anyway, so I'm definitely gonna be throwing that one out. Of course, these two I'm definitely gonna keep. They're beautiful, amazing, and of course, yeah. Keep this LA Colors Matte All Matte Shadow palette. I just got this summer and I've been loving it. It's so pigmented, so smooth, so blendable. It's amazing. But I mean, once you just get through the first layer, I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of chunky in areas. But honestly, I don't really care because it works really good, and it was for $2, and come on. The BH palette, Take Me Back to Brazil. I just got this as well, and it's really pretty. And it's really pretty. Oh my god. Whenever I look at this, I just die inside. Definitely a keeper. And the last palette, yeah, the Carly Bible and BH palette, and definitely a keeper as well. I'm gonna even try because, come on. Look at that. And this palette. It's incredible. I love it. I love every single shade. I love it all. I love even all the highlighters. And this weird highlighter that I didn't even know, I didn't even think of. Like, it kind of has like a lavendery undertone to it. Okay, you can't tell in this swatch. Okay, so this is the palette I'm gonna give away, and this is everything I'm gonna keep. I feel like I've done a good job so far. I mean, getting rid of some palettes that I know I'm not gonna be using, so that's actually good. So yeah, this pile is my foundations and concealers pile. I didn't even know I had that many foundations because I'm not even a foundation person. And apparently I got a lot because I kept trying to find the perfect foundation for me, the one that I'm actually gonna love. And I'll tell you which one is that. You're probably gonna know by my previous video. But yeah, so let's just jump right in. So the first thing I'm going to be taking is the Fit Me concealer in the shade 20. I'm almost out of this, so I'm just going to keep it until I'm out of it, and then it's going to be thrown away. Rimmel Match Perfection concealer in the shade 430 medium. I really do like it, and I kind of removed the brush that it came with because it was kind of really getting annoying. And yeah, I'm kind of halfway gone with it. As you can tell, you can probably see, like, I kind of have a little bit more left. I like to use this more when I'm tan because it is a darker shade for me, and I like to use this, you know, when I'm a bit darker, so it could actually be my shade. I have this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm gonna give this away. Like, I like this product, but I feel like it's way too light for me right now, and I really don't reach for it as much as I did at the beginning. Plus, I have other concealers that I love way more than this, so I'm just gonna give this to someone who could actually use it. The Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs in the shade medium. This, I just keep it here because I don't know. I felt like it's kind of more of a foundation, but for your legs or arms or body, whatever. So I'm gonna keep this. I like using it, especially on special occasions, because my legs are pretty pale compared to my body, so I need this. So I'm keeping that. I have this Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade Creamy Tan. This is obviously not my shade at all. That's it. It's not my shade. Kind of like more on the cool side, and I'm more of a warm person. And this was actually given to me by my grandma because she used this and another one, but I gave her the other one because it was more, because I don't know, I felt like she would get the most use out of it. So I'm just gonna give this away because I know I'm not gonna be using it, and maybe it will find a different home. Moving on to the next one, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow 24 Hours Foundation. I do like this a lot, and this is in the shade 205 Natural Beige. Definitely keeping that one. It has been a very good foundation for me so far, so yeah. Let's just take these two because they're the same shade. One was my grandmother's and the other is actually mine. Both of them probably have the same amount in them. I'm just gonna keep one and give the other one away. I don't need two of the same foundation, especially since it's not my shade and not my favorite finish. This is the Matte and Poreless. I prefer to use this in winter because I'm one of my palest. It's just the shade is very light for me. It's 128 Warm Nude Beige. Next we have these two. These are the dewy finish, the dewy and smooth finish. I really do like these. I have the shade 210 and 220. 210 is my actual shade. 220 is sometimes when I'm a bit darker. You can tell they're like, I don't know if you could tell if there's a slight difference between them. You probably can't. But there is a slight difference between them, to me at least. I'm definitely keeping both of them because I really do like using it. This is a Sephora drop foundation kind of thing. I don't know if you're supposed to mix this with like your actual foundation. It's more of a very light, like extremely light coverage, so I feel like it's more for, you know, mixing it with your foundation, but I like using it on its own, so I'm keeping that. This one is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC20. This is also when I'm lighter, so I'm keeping that. This MAC Studio Tech foundation thing right there, I use this a lot as a concealer, but I'm most probably not gonna be using this anymore. And this is in the shade NC30. I'm just not gonna keep this because for some reason I'm not gonna reach for it anyways. I'm just gonna take this concealer palette thing. This is like my mixing area as well, but anyways. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep this for now. If I don't use it anytime soon, I'll give it away. Okay, moving on to the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in the shade Warm Beige. The deal for me with this foundation is it oxidizes on me pretty bad. When it oxidizes, it turns very pinky, more pinky undertone foundation. I mean, as you can tell, it's pretty warm, you know, but whatever it oxidizes just turns into a cool undertone, and I'm not a cool undertone kind of person. For me, it's not working. I know a lot of people love this and rave about it a lot. It's just not working for me, so I'm just gonna give it to someone who could actually use it. Onto the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade Fresh Beige W4.5. Haven't been using it, haven't even tried it, so I'm just gonna keep it to try it out. If I don't like it, then I'm gonna get rid of it. Last two foundations. Got the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, I think. I don't even know what it's called, but it's the one in this packaging. This is in the shade Porcelain. I obviously got a wrong color for me, but I actually do like using it, even though it's pretty light for me. But whenever I just bronze up my face and like put everything else on, it looks really good, so I'm definitely keeping that one. This is my favorite one so far. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. I love this so much, so I'm definitely keeping that one.